recording for YouTube. And what you boys just missed was somebody beating my butt. I was getting beat up there a little bit. Hopefully that heals me up fully.
Good stuff.
I don't know what that, like, little chain thing there is. Like, for some reason, I can't heal fully. And I don't... Is that the mortal wounds thing that they keep telling me about and I keep ignoring? I honestly think that's what it was. Oh, story time. Nice freeze, lets you know
John,
it's story time.
Getting close to KJR. Hey, you want to bust out the drone? See what our old friend Murase's up to?
Yeah, should be pretty easy to find him this time.
Right this way.
So, I do apologize. I'm gonna be low energy tonight. Because I have a stupid bad headache that came out of nowhere when I was sitting in my desk playing Dead by Daylight. Like, 10 minutes ago.
All right, it's
Perfect
spy
timing.
time.
Okay, I'll handle the flying. You keep watch on anyone coming in or out.
Alright, it's drone time, baby. Please fly normally. Why is it... The drone was falling, and it shouldn't have been falling.
There he is. Right where I expected.
Yeah, not so sure it's that simple, though. Take another look. Murase's alone.
Your point being?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
He knew.
You know, that Matsugane guy died at our hands. Always knew we'd get some Tojo clan boys sent over here. So, you see, we've been expecting guests this whole time. Yagami-san.
Ideas, Kaito-san?
You're the ideas guy, aren't you?
Damn it.
If you two clowns really were Tojo clan, we'd have gouged your eyes out by now.
Language.
Sounds sure noisy, huh? No one will care about, say, a couple of gunshots up here. Whose bright idea was this?
This guy.
Oh, is that really how it's gonna be, Kaito-san?
And just who are you?
Good question, Kaito-san. Satoshi Shielya's the name.
The Kyori clan's captain, huh? Higashi mentioned him.
Hey, get some cuffs on these fools. I've got some burning hot questions to ask them. You ready? I think we're gonna have a little fun.
Oh!
You think I'm messing around? Take him out now! No! Shoot him!
My boy!
Shit! You? Why?
Is this really the time?
Fair enough. Come on, let's move!
It's slobbering time. I mean, clobbering time. Damn, 3v1? This is kind of OP.
Hey guys, come on!
More?
Take him out, boys! You still trying?
I'm over here.
Ah, that's not the man I wanted to do that to. Crap. Got him.
That's enough. Come on, let's roll.
Yeah. No reason to stay here.
We owe you one. You should come with us. Coming?
Sure. May as well.
Wait. Just like that?
Hold up. I'm not letting you assholes get away that easily. Yakuza don't fuck around. You three are gone.
I love him.
Well, shit. You're not half as ugly as I figured you were.
What can I say?
Not a good idea?
Well, not like I'll get very far with it on, you know?
Okay, let's go.
The man trusts us. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that he revealed himself that early.
Guys, what the hell were you thinking coming here?
What? You don't don't want us around?
No. It's just, if Captain Hamura saw you here, he'd...
How's he gonna find us if he's off the grid? What are you worried about?
Yeah, but... forget it. Who's your friend?
Good question. I'm Sugiura. Fumiya Sugiura.
This isn't the first time Sugiura here has saved my neck.
That mask. Ain't that the symbol of some big-time burglary ring?
It is, but I bailed on that. I'm flying solo now.
What were you doing over by KJ Art? Don't want to talk?
No, I just don't know where to start. It's kind of complicated. Okay, well... I used to work for the Kajihira Group, down at their headquarters in Kansai.
You mean the guys backing the Killray clan?
Yeah. I had a job doing IT work for them for a bit. Keeping their servers safe, that kind of stuff. I was their systems engineer.
An ex-Kajihira guy turned criminal, huh?
Go on.
Well, one day I noticed some accounting data was off. They were cooking the books.
Really?
Turns out the top guys were making a slush fund. They stashed away millions, writing it all off as some vague business expense. Digging it all up was kind of a thrill. Until I got caught. Everything happened so fast after that. They accused me of embezzling company funds and threw me out on the street. Nobody would believe a word I said. But I knew where the money was going. A group of Yakuza known as the Kyorei clan. Specifically, a shell company called KJ Art. If I could just prove it, I'd be able to get back at the bastards who cheated me.
So Segura's got a grudge against the Kajihira group. I really struggled with that one. My bad. I was
I've been keeping
mid-yawn
watch
too.
over there for a while now. I even saw you break in and beat the crap out of Murase.
Assuming all that's true, why did you rescue us?
You remember when you asked to team up, Yagami-san? I thought about it, and it seems like a pretty good deal. Might be worth putting our heads together for a while. Me and the Yagami Detective Agency. Especially you, Kaito-san.
Huh?
No matter how many Yakuza come to take you down, you always have it handled. It's incredible.
What can I say? You got a good eye, kid.
And don't let it go to your head.
Hey, can you guys please take this shit elsewhere?
So, what do you say? I'm not saying we've got to become best buddies, but we can at least give each other a hand.
How?
You want your mole? I want the Kyorei clan. We might not be after the same thing, but there's a lot of overlap.
How can I get in touch with you?
Will that work?
How the hell did you do that?
I took your phone, remember? Not like I had to hack it or anything.
Kids these days.
Man, he was fast to get that number. It would take me like 15 minutes just to get someone's number from their phone.
You know, I kind of like this Sugiura kid.
That little compliment really won you over, huh?
It's not like I fully trust him yet, man. We scratch his back, he scratches ours. As long as that's all he wants, I'm good.
Agreed. Anyway, I'm gonna head back to the office.
Cool. Later, man.
Alright, but before we do that, we gotta play the gotcha machine again. And what do we get this time? A flounder! That's a new one, baby! Not bad. I do like those little gotcha machines. They are great. If we had any of those in my area, I would be broke just from buying a crap ton of those. Who's this from? Look out, Yagami-san. One of the leaders, the Kihin gang, brought his men to come after you. Oh. Okay. We got more leaders coming after us now. We're at a 100% threat level. The barkeeper is calling me?
Hello?
Hello? What's up? Masuda-san. I don't remember whose voice this is, so we're just gonna go with a generic one. Well, we're about to get the scoop on Mari. I thought if you were free, you'd be interested. Mari? Marie. Marie, probably. That makes more sense. Wait, what are you playing at? That woman wouldn't talk about herself to save her life. Maybe, but tonight's the night, buddy. Especially with you around. And why's that? Some of the regulars are playing a little betting game to see if they can guess what she does for a living. Thing is, nobody's got it right yet. So if I figure that's where you come in, detective. And wasn't I just at tender? You miss me already? Nah, don't be like that. There's money on the table if you win, you know. See you soon, buddy. Okay, that jerk hung up on me. Can't fault the guy for knowing how to make a sale, though. Guess I'll head to tender.
You don't give up, do you?
Oh, those big dudes don't go down easy, do they? I need to grab something to beat his ass with. What can I grab? That still did nothing to him. He really takes a beating, huh? There we go. Now that I'm at 50% health. Oh, my threat level goes down as I beat up those guys. Okay. Well, definitely didn't just walk into glass. How you doing, sir? Burger, chicken, orange juice, tea, fried wing. I can't eat all that.
It's the spot. Back to it.
Okay. Nope, more boys, huh?
You asked for
Why did he walk toward me like he crapped his pants? He gave the same walk that a toddler does when it craps its pants. Oh, this game is great. Oh, No more men, huh? Let them come get me.
Not a wise choice. What a waste.
Too tender. So, a nurse, right? You think a nurse could go out drinking by herself every night? They're busy and tired. Well, maybe you're in the press then. Huh! I doubt journalists are so bored that they go drinking every night, either. Oh, the man they've all been waiting for.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, new challenger approaches. And this one's a detective. Watch out, Marie. Huh? Come for sport talk. Apparently he thinks I'll be good at this. That, or he's desperate. You want in? It's 10,000 yen ante. Whoever guesses Marie's occupation takes the pot. So if we're all putting down 100k, or 10k, whoops, I would be making a whopping 40k. Don't be a buzzkill, Talk. I think you might actually have a shot. So how about I make it more interesting for you? I'll bet 50,000 that nobody can guess. What? That's a lot. So the winner gets 90,000 yen? More interesting is right.
Hey.
How about a Talk? There's quite a fortune on the line if you can guess it. Fine.
Yeah.
How could I refuse? Count me in. Now we're talking. Haha, you're welcome to observe. Take all the time you need. Alright, I guess I'll see what I can glean from her apparel and body language.
Uh-huh.
I know there's a cat somewhere around here. Where's the cat? There's no cat in here? Is this the first one without a cat? The necklace has some expensive stones. Certainly they didn't come from the discount aisle. If she bought it herself, she's doing fine on her own. But it could have also been a gift from a guy. Then again, she's in here every night. Chances are low that she's serious with anyone right now. Maybe she's already married? Is there anything I can find on her that would tell me more about her marriage history?
Hey.
No ring on the finger. Not even a callus where one would have been. I gotta assume she's not married. Nice. That's useful info. Her nails are nicely manicured. That probably means having long nails and nail polish don't interfere with her job.
What the?
And that material isn't cheap, and the design is classy too. Probably a luxury brand? No way she goes through the hassle of dressing up to come drinking, but no way she wears that to work either. Could she be a freelancer of some sort? Use visual cues. The color is a bold choice. Safe to assume wherever she works isn't super conservative. Your hair is dyed and your nails are done, so you clearly don't have a job that would impose rules on you. No ring means no husband. You're dressed to the nines down to the accessories. Clearly, you have money. And the fact that you're here every night means that you aren't working very demanding hours. Impressive! I know who to call if I ever need a detective. So, I'm right so far. Could be. Wouldn't be fair if I told you, would it? No, I can confirm that she isn't short on money. I couldn't help but notice earlier. You paid your tab with a black card, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, now that I think about it. Mm-hmm. Really? You can't get one of those if you're filthy rich? Hey, how rich we talking here? I don't remember the voices I gave these people, so they're all goofy now. She clearly has both money and luxury of time. Then Marie's occupation must be... I mean, if she was a doctor, she would not have time. If she was a CEO's lover, I mean, that would explain a lot. But I think an author is the way to go. Are you an author, perhaps? I guess you come to the bar to hear stories that make great research. Interesting. No one's ever guessed that before. Final answer? Yeah, I'll go with it. Anyone else? Care to venture a guess? I'm gonna go with accountant, yep. I'll say she's the principal of a private school. All good guesses. I'll take a stab at her being in stocks. Real estate management. So time to call the bet. Where's the answer? What's the answer, Marie? Bzzzt. You're all wrong. Whoa. I win. Looks like I'll be taking the pot. Damn it. I should be off, though. I do have work to do, you know. Work? At this time of night? Yep. Not that I have to go in if I don't feel like it. See you around. She manages a cabaret club. I doubt we were even close. Yep, okay. Say, Talk, don't detectives also tail people for a living? Huh? Wait, you don't mean. Oh, but I do. Why don't you see where she goes? Discreetly, of course. Seriously? Oh, that's good. At this point, I'd be willing to pay for the truth. Fine. If it's a job, I'll take it. Find Marie's secret. There she is. Let's see where she goes.
Isn't that...
Hey, RT.
A lady can never be too careful.
Yeah, I'm doing some tailing. I'm figuring out Marie's occupation.
Isn't that...
Which, these are actually fun, like... Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Like Assassin's Creed, it's boring as hell to do the tailing missions.
a
But
lady
this
can never
game,
be
it's
too
actually
careful.
fun. Smile Burger. She a manager of a Smile Burger?
Huh?
Hey, that's Marie. No way. Guess you'd make pretty good money at a high-end soap plan. Marie. Don't get the wrong idea. A friend of mine has a little thing going on at a beauty salon. You knew I was following you? Yeah, I figured you would, and the odds were in my favor. Damn, she's on to me. Just who are you, Marie? But I may have a chance if she's going to work now. Just have to make sure she doesn't catch me. Marie would recognize me in a heartbeat, of course. Maybe I should do a little bit of a costume change. Wear my nice tailored suit. There we go. This should make it harder for her to recognize me. She knew the whole time. She'd never see me in this. This is a good disguise.
Isn't that...
No.
lady can never be too careful.
I almost lost her there for a second. She's right there, game. It's gonna be alright. I see her still.
Isn't that... A lady can never be too careful.
I'm sorry I get so silent during these things. I don't know why my brain does this, but whenever I have to be quiet in video games, I get quiet in real life. Like it's gonna depend on that. Wait, don't tell me. Receive new message, huh? It's Sana. Let's meet up to celebrate. First, I gotta find out Marie's secret, and then... That's... She works at the secret underground thing. Is she a dealer here? Like for the casino? R1.
Got it.
Doc,
Is that you, Doc? Try as you might, you can't hide it. Besides, I had a hunch you might follow me.
Huh?
But how? I guess I knew you'd be the type to call my bluff. Your bluff?
hey,
Don't you get it? Welcome to what I do for a living. You're a gambler? That's right. And a gambler only works when she's feeling lucky. That's my little secret. I see. Makes sense as to why the idea of being a betting pool excited you too. I only did it for fun at first, you know, but then I kept winning. Guess I have a talent for it. And when I made enough money, I left office work behind. And now you have a black card. Pretty impressive. But the others are chomping at a bit to find out, I assume. Tell you what, if I pay you, will you keep it a secret? Can't exactly have rumors spreading that I make my fortunes in illegal casinos, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that getting out either. I'll tell them I lost you in a crowd. But I must say, you're a really good detective. Your logic was on point. What do you say? Want to see how you fare in my line of work? You might do better than you'd think. Nah, I could also do worse than you'd think. That is very accurate. I am bad at gambling in that casino. Alright. Now we just need to return to Yagami Detective Agency, baby. Oh, oh. Oh. Hey, boys.
Guess we're doing this.
That's one way to do it.
And stay down.
I'm only at 24% threat level.
You asked for it. Really, guys?
Oh boy. That's such a cool move. You love to see it.
And stay down.
What are we at now? 19% threat level. Pretty soon we'll be at 0. Oh, 18 now. All right. Oh, I need my special key.
Hello?
Yagami-san. This is Sari.
What's up, Saori-san? You don't usually call me.
Sorry. I thought her name was Sayori.
I haven't been able to reach Shintani-sensei. It keeps going to voicemail. He hasn't picked up since he left the office after talking to you.
Mm-hmm. And?
Didn't you say the Kyorei clan was after him?
Yeah, he'll be fine. I just wanted to give him a scare.
Okay, still. Could you try him for me? Sometimes he ignores my calls. Maybe he'll pick up for you.
Are you sure we're talking about the same guy? But I might as well. Can't hurt to try.
Oh no. Don't tell me his body's in there.
Hi, Shintani here.
Hey, Shintani-sensei, it's Tak. Where are you?
Oh no.
The voicemail box of the one and only Masamichi Shintani, Genda Law Office's finest attorney.
Shintani.
Leave your legal troubles after the beep.
Oh shit, dude. Skeletons in the closet. That's what that meant. Well, hot damn. Alright.
The Tojo clan is struck by Kyorei clan gunfire. Kamurocho's disarray only spreads wider. On the surface, the diagram resembles a Yakuza turf war. But in the shadows are glimpses of a construction firm and political influence. And in Yagami's own shadow, the mole's sharp claws claim yet another victim.
The mole done got him.
What do you mean he's dead? Didn't you just say everything would be okay?
Stay calm, Sari-san. I'm just as shocked as you. But I think the mole is responsible.
Have you contacted the police?
No, not yet.
You should do that right away then.
Do you think you could make the call, Sari-san?
What?
I need time to check things out before the cops show up and take over. Please.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Oh shit, son. They're gonna pin this on me. But I had an alibi all day. I had multiple people that can vouch for me. His eyes are gouged out, same as all the other mole's victims. There's a cat somewhere, I heard it. A black cat. I'm not superstitious, but I'm just a little bit stitious.
Hey.
A bullet hole? That must be the cause of death, but that's not the mole's usual MO. What about Shintani's phone? Might be a good place to look. It was going off when I called him earlier, so it's definitely on his body. Quickest way to find it would be calling it again. The ringtone will lead me straight to it. Alright, here we go. Just have to listen close, see where it's coming from. Oh, that's not it. It's in his pants pocket.
What the?
No blood on the floor. The murder must have happened somewhere else.
Suspicious.
Shintani was in here. Maybe his phone's in here too? Nope, no phone. Sounds like the vibration is coming from the body? Should check it more closely.
Uh-huh.
Where is it? There it is. Shintani's phone. I should take a closer look. His call history should tell me everything I need to know. Most of these are to Genda's office. All of them except the last number he called. Shintani called it just a few hours before his death. Who is he talking to?
We received a call from the Genda Law Office.
You got here fast, Detective Kuroiwa.
Shintani, huh?
Yeah.
His name has been coming up a lot lately. He's the reason Hamura walked, after all. Perhaps you didn't stand his newfound fame so you often.
Huh?
I heard you two weren't exactly on good terms.
Do you greet everyone by accusing them of murder? Guess that's just how cops like you operate.
Forensics will be here soon. We will need you present as a resident of the property. After that, we'll need some time to investigate.
How long?
You'll have to find somewhere else to stay tonight at the very least.
I don't have money for that.
Yet you can afford bribing a cop. High-bay sources aren't even that reliable.
Don't know what you mean.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Man, screw that guy. I hated him from the start. Now I hate him even more.
Yeah, sorry. I had to wait around for the cops to get here. Is Genda-sensei still at the office?
Yes. He wants to talk to you about Shintani. As do I. Hoshino, too.
Okay, I'll head over now. See you soon.
Alright. New added. Alright, so I know that's important, but also, where's my girl at? She was somewhere around here. How about we meet in front of Kamuro Theater? Where's that at? In fact, I don't even see her little heart icon anywhere. Maybe I can't do it right now because I'm in this mission. Let's just head to the office.
And stay down.
Oh. Maybe I was supposed to beat the shit out of all those people and then the boss would spawn. And that's probably what I was supposed to do. And that's why he said, hey, next time I'd appreciate you actually helping us. Whoops. Kind of messed that up. It's too focused on the main mission.
I know you've had a rough night, Yagami. But if you're up to it, can you tell us what happened to Shintani?
Saori-san was having trouble getting in touch with Shintani. So I decided to give him a call myself, see what the deal was. But when I dialed him up, I heard the phone ringing in my closet. Shintani was killed the same way as all the others.
The others? Do you mean his eyes were...
Gouged out, yeah. But Shintani's beef was with the Kyorei clan. Why would the mole target him?
I'm not so sure. It sounded like he knew something when you talked earlier.
Right.
Think this is some kind of Yakuza pissing contest, do ya? Come on. The mole is way bigger than you know.
He probably knew more about the mole than I did. And his source had to have been Hamura. Maybe they killed him to keep their secret safe.
But why did he have to put Shintani-sensei's body in your office?
Not sure. Maybe to harass me? Maybe to scare me off their trail? Maybe both.
Yagami.
Hmm?
You might want to lay low for a bit. It's not safe for you here. Get out of town. Go somewhere quiet. If the mole comes after you next...
Right. I'll do just that, Genda-sensei.
You know, I watched over Shintani since his first day as a lawyer. Kid had a good head on his shoulders, and a knack for the job I could never compete with. But he didn't have the guts to succeed when push came to shove. Not the most persistent lawyer I've seen. Even so, he looked up to me. Guess I took it for granted. Thought he'd always be part of the team.
When I first joined, Shintani-sensei was the one who showed me the ropes. He was a reliable man.
Thanks for this, Yagami. Come on, Sari-kun. I'll walk you to the station.
Sure.
Feel free to stay here tonight, Yagami.
I appreciate it.
What about you, Hoshino-kun?
I think I'll work a little more before I head home.
If you say so. Good night.
Good night, boss.
Oh, it would end sooner than I wanted it to. As soon as I take everything off and start fixing my hair, that's just exactly what happens every time, okay.
Make yourself at home, Yagami-san. I'll leave you the key. You've been here way longer anyway. You deserve it more than me.
Hey, we got a new key. How do I rest?
Yagami-san, do you have a minute?
What did you want to talk
Sure.
about?
What's up?
Well, it's about Shintani-sensei.
Okay.
Yagami-san, I know you just told Genda-sensei you're gonna lay low, but that's not true, is it? You want to keep hunting down this killer.
And if I said yes?
Don't worry, I won't tell Genda-sensei. But in return... I want to help you. Look for the mole, that is. I won't slow you down. I promise.
Looking to avenge Shintani, huh?
He wasn't as strong as he let on. The tough guy act was a mask he wore to hide his insecurities. Deep down, he was just weak. That's why he was going along with Hamura, not because he wanted to. I mean, who can say no to a Yakuza? And now look how it turned out. I was sitting right next to him this whole time, yet there was nothing I could do to help. You know, I'm still young. I don't even know what kind of lawyer I want to be. Criminal? Civil? Not the slightest idea. But I know one thing. I don't want to be the kind of lawyer who sits on his hands after his friend gets murdered. Which means...
You sure about this, Hoshino? Genda-sensei told me to lay low. If you're seen helping me...
Don't worry about that. I'll defend myself in court if I need to. Now, Yagami-san, do you mind if I tag along?
You'll just tell Genda-sensei if I refuse, huh?
Yeah, you got that right.
Not much choice then. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be working with you.
Well, let's get down to business. First off, I want to know what Shintani was doing before he died. And I have some evidence that may tell us just that.
I should have something that hints at what Shintani was doing before he died.
Shintani dialed this number earlier today. I want to know where it goes.
Right, that makes sense. It's a good thing the killer forgot to take Shintani's phone, huh? This way we can see who he was calling.
The killer didn't forget. Even if the phone was gone, we'd still be able to get Shintani's data from his provider.
Really? I had no idea.
Yep. I bet he left the phone so I'd find the body quicker.
Huh?
I mean, he went through the trouble of hiding it in my office of all places. Probably wanted to cause as much chaos as possible, you know?
Hey, the number got a hit in the search. It's apparently for the, Advanced Drug Development Center?
What the hell?
What, do you know it?
3 years ago, there was a pretty famous murder there. The patient was killed, and their body dumped in the mountains. And the man they arrested for it was named Shinpei Okubo.
Okubo. Wait, he was your client, wasn't he?
He worked as a contract laundryman for the center. Every 2 or 3 days, he'd stop by to pick up their dirty linens. According to the police report, it was thought he carried the body out in a bundle of sheets.
Right. And you defended him in court and won. But then he got free and...
You can stop there.
But why would Shintani-sensei have called the ADDC? Who would he even talk to?
I bet we'll find out if we give them a ring. But it's getting late. You should go home. We both need some shut-eye, yeah?
Yeah, we can start fresh tomorrow. Where do we want to meet?
Oh, right. We want to keep this a secret from Genda-sensei after all. There's an arcade called Charles up on Park Boulevard. That should work for now.
Okay. I'll let Kaito-san know.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I'll see you.
Where is Kaito-san during this? Where's that man been at? Because I swear to God, if he's the one who murdered him and has been doing these murders, I'm going to be upset. Kaito-san doesn't... Well, I mean, I guess he does have an alibi. He was with me. And then he hung out at Charles. I told Hoshino I would meet him at Charles today. Alright, let's go to Charles. What's that old man doing lying on the ground? Is he okay?
Excuse me.
Hey, are you alright? Need mugwort. Mugwort? There should be some growing just behind that fence. Sorry, but could you grab some for me? Okay. Find the mugwort for the old man. That is not where I wanted to go. Oh, it was literally right here.
Excuse me.
You mean this? Yes. Now can you place the mugwort onto the ground there, to the gourd there? Just stuff it in, close the lid and shake it. Alright. Phew! Now I'm feeling much better. Glad to hear it, old-timer. What was in that drink just now? Oh, this? I call this an extract. An extract? Of what? Technically speaking, this is a medicine... Doction? But extract rolls much easier off the tongue, does it not? Oh, but forgive me for not introducing myself. I'm Iyama. I make and market my own extracts right here in Kamurocho. That's why people call me the Hermit of the Dragon's Place.
This is Yagami.
Huh. People just call me Yagami. What's this Dragon's Palace thing about? You know that abandoned building in the hotel district? That's the Dragon's Palace. My pharmacy's on the 4th floor. A pharmacy? So that mugwort was one of your ingredients? Yes. Came here to gather ingredients for an extract I'm making, but I got winded and ended up taking a nasty fall. I'm glad you were around, otherwise I might not have made it. I just met a man who is apparently a hermit, makes drugs in an abandoned building, and lets my cats mess with the goddamn lights. Stop it! Jesus. Well, if it isn't Yagami, ready to die, punk. Ugh, the Kaheen gang, of course. Hey, get your ass over here. Whoa, where'd they find this freak of nature? Now, go get Yagami and break him.
Not a wise choice.
Break his legs, walk away. What the hell's with this guy? It's like he's invincible. Looks like you don't even have a fraction of his strength. It seems you've gotten yourself into quite the pickle, Yagami-san. Yama-san, you shouldn't be here right now. Now hold your horses. I want to at least pay you back for your help earlier. So I brought you a little something. What is this? One of my miraculous homebrewed extracts, of course. Once you drink it, well, you'll find out soon enough. You done chit-chatting with your hobo friend over there? Hurry up and fight me, asshole. Damn it. Okay. Oh, right onto the car hood, dude. Got him. What the shit? So, this is the power of your extract. How was that? Pretty darn effective, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I had no idea that it would be this potent. As a thanks for saving me, I'll give you the key to the Dragon's Palace, so feel free to come by when you want. Oh, thanks. Dragon's Palace has a nice casino and gambling hall, so swing on by if you're looking to get away for a while. Wow, Sounds like there's all kinds of stuff over there. Ugh, my back is killing me. Even these extracts of mine can't fix old age, it seems.
Excuse me.
Think you'll be okay? If not, I can always give you a lift back to the Dragon's Palace. No thanks. I wouldn't want you to go out of your way like that. It's fine, I was actually planning on going that way. Don't let it trouble you. Are you sure? I'll take you up on your offer. Hey! Knock it the fuck off! Whoa. What is all this? Why don't you have a seat? Is this some kind of stew? Ugh, totally reeks. What the hell did he put in there? Curious about my hot pot, are you? Well, this would be the liquid base of our extract. You mean this weird stew? Correct. That stew contains both a special broth that, when mixed with the right ingredients, turns into extract. These extracts are specifically concocted to draw out the essence of each ingredient and transfer that power into the body. You mean like when I drank it during that fight? Indeed. Now listen close. Extracts can have a variety of different effects depending on the ones you make. See how there are many types of extracts here? Each one requires a different set of ingredients. You can find all the ingredients you need by looking around the city. All you need to do is add them to the broth, and then you're done. That doesn't sound too hard. Nope. In fact, I have just enough ingredients to make another extract. Why not try it for yourself? Well, it never hurts to try. Let's do this. Looks like it's just about ready. Bring the ingredients over. Thank you. Here, I'll give you a little recipe that details everything that an extract might need. Alright.
Excuse me.
Why does the recipe say scavenger hunt on it? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, there are errands I'd like you to run. I'm trying to develop as many new extracts as possible. So I'd like your help with concocting collecting the right ingredients. I can read. If you can make the extract listed on this recipe, I'll teach you how to brew more. But for now, get to scavenging. Hope it all goes well. Well, Ashino-kun is waiting. I should head to Charles. This place is pretty neat. Ow! I totally didn't drop my vape and hit myself in the crotch with that. It definitely didn't happen. I'm not recovering from that one. Oh, took a turn too fast. Gotta do this now. Megalodon? Now that's cool.
Sugiura.
Kaito-san told me you'd be here. Don't forget about me next time, yeah?
Wish you'd fucking forget about me. Is there a reason your little gang needs to keep meeting up here?
It's so nice of you to let us use your store, Higashi-san. Especially when you're clearly so opposed to the idea.
Don't talk down to Yakuza, kid.
It's okay, Higashi-san. I think we all know you're nicer than you let on.
What the hell?
Damn, and you're braver than you look, Hoshino-kun. You got the skills to back it up?
Just a third-degree black belt.
Huh?
Not that I've ever had to use it.
Well, I'll call this meeting to order.
Sure. I'll do the honors. Masamichi Shintani of the Genda Law Office has been murdered. Given that his eyes were gouged out, it's likely the mole was responsible. And I'll need all of your help to track him down.
The ADDC, huh? Weird time for that to come up again.
Again? It's come up before?
We can talk about that later. What's important now is Shintani called them before he was killed.
I don't get it. What's the connection between Shintani and the ADDC?
I think I remember them being in the news a lot last year. Something about a new drug that could win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, here it is.
The ADDC's research into AD9 has now been published in one of the world's leading scientific magazines, leading to the gathering of reporters from both Japan and abroad that we have here today.
It's a brand new dementia drug. They call it AD9. This was right after Director Kido from the ADDC published his paper on it. They're still undergoing clinical trials on larger animals, but apparently every single mouse they've given it to has made a full recovery. The man giving the presentation here is Dr. Ryusuke Kido, a world leader in neurophysiology and the primary researcher on AD9.
He's the one who showed me around the center when I was looking into Okubo's case. Guess he's been the director for a while now.
From what I can tell, the Ministry of Health is increasing the ADDC's budget to hasten the development of AD9. They're even adding another building to the center. It's a huge project.
Damn good deal they've got.
I'm still not getting it, though. Why Shintani go and call them?
That's what we're about to find out. And there's only one way to do that.
Come on! You can't just take a man's phone.
First off, we'll need to figure out who Shintani was calling.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do that over the phone?
I suppose that all depends on your acting skills, Detective Yagami.
I just have to figure out who he called and why.
ADDC, front desk speaking.
Hi there, ma'am. This is...
Oh no. I could say I'm Shintani, or I could be honest and say I'm a detective. Oh, shit.
This is Masamichi Shintani. I'm a lawyer from the Genda Law Office.
No, it's good to hear from you, Shintani-sama.
Could you put me through to the same person I spoke to yesterday?
Do you know the extension you wish to reach?
Oh, it sort of slipped my mind, sorry. Can you maybe look into the transfer history?
Why don't you just tell me what the call was about, and I'll connect you to the proper department.
Oh, in that case...
Oh boy.
It was about 89. The drug that can supposedly cure dementia.
Sorry, but I'm not authorized to talk about that. Why don't I connect you with our publicity department?
Sure.
Please hold, sir.
Doesn't sound like you're making much progress.
Thank you for waiting.
Yes?
It seems our publicity department never received a call from a Shintani-sama.
I see. Thank you anyway. No way this happens over the phone. It'll be faster to just head over there myself.
You think that's gonna work?
Not sure, but I know the director, remember? Worst case scenario, I come back empty-handed.
I'll come with you, Yagami-san.
Okay, me and Nagashi will go check out what's going on with the Matsugane family. Shouldn't be tough with Hamura out of the picture.
Hey, I don't remember saying I was gonna help you.
By the way, Yagami-san, whatever happened to that guy from 3 years ago? Shinpei Okubo.
He's in the detention center. Been there since they gave him his death sentence.
Have you ever gone to see him, Yagami-san?
No. Why would I? Why do you ask anyway?
I don't know. I was wondering what he was like. The case got tons of news coverage, you know. I was also wondering what you thought about the case. I mean, did you really think that he was innocent?
Probably.
But then he walked. Killed his girlfriend. You defended him for that too, yeah?
I did. Okubo-san asked me after he murdered Emi-chan in cold blood.
Yep.
Did you believe him then too?
He kept saying the same thing. How he could never have killed anyone. But I didn't believe him, no. Fighting for him in court made me sick to my stomach.
Do you think he deserves the death penalty?
That's enough of the questions, Sugiura.
Well, my bad. Was that too far?
Nah.
If you say so.
Yagami-san? You're heading to the ADDC now, yes? I'm gonna grab a taxi for us. I'll wait for you over on Park Boulevard.
Park Boulevard, huh? Okay. What skills can I give myself now? I unlocked a new skill. Gotta play the gacha again, you know. A crab! Oh, I know why that mission wasn't or not mission, the date wasn't showing up. I needed to go down to here to buy a gift before I could go on that date. That's probably why that didn't show up. I'm gonna go do that before we do anything else. Shouldn't take too long. I know I could have taken the taxi, but I'm afraid it's gonna force me into going where I need to go for the main mission beforehand.
Hey.
Hmm?
I'm in a hurry. Damn side missions. Getting in my way of side missions. These boys, huh?
Really, guys?
Hey, calm down. If she didn't like something very expensive, maybe I should just get her this. I bought 2 on accident. And she's not there still. Well, I do not know then. I guess we'll just call it quits with that attempt real quick. I'm about to take a taxi so I can take a taxi. That's where we're at right now.
Over here, Yagami-san. I have a taxi
God
for us.
fucking damn it. Oh, it's the hair again. It was his hat. On the loose again, right? I can't waste my time with his hat. Maybe I can. Let's follow the hat real quick. It's just another one of those simple... We'll run after it. It's my man again.
Excuse me.
Not again.
Wait a sec.
Oh, whoops.
Wait a sec. Wait a sec.
There's the hat. Capture the hat? Alright. We got his hat for him. What the hell is this? Oh, that's a kid. Kid just stole his hat.
What?
Am I really gonna chase down a kid? Is that my new mission? It is.
Wait a sec.
Tackle a child.
Wait a sec.
Catch the child. Caught him. This is a ridiculous side mission. You're pretty fast, mister. Yeah, I am. Now give it back. Finders keepers, man.
What?
You little brat, give it back unless you want me to hunt you to the ends of the earth. Holy crap! Kids will be kids, eh, Yagami-san? I'll let this little incident fly away on the breeze. The goddess of the sun won't smile down on me if I let life's trivial matters bother me, right? And here comes the complete personality shift. Have you ever considered finding a way to make sure it doesn't blow away, though? Pish posh, Yagami-san. The Lady of the North Wind is a fickle sort, you know. And who am I to try and predict the whimsy of such a woman? Oh boy, alright. Next. It's more like a typhoon than a breeze.
But.
Alright. Good, we kind of ended up right back where we were. There's the boys.
Bring it on.
Bonk!
And stay down.
Alright. Now we may continue.
I've heard a bit about this place before. But the ADDC, isn't it just one part of a larger organization? If I recall correctly, they call it the Medical Institute. Is that accurate?
Yeah. They own every last inch of this campus.
It's incredible. Even with all these buildings, they're still getting budget to expand from that new drug. So? Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah.
Huh? Don't go too far ahead, Yagami-san!
What are you all shaken up for? Calm down. Just stick with me and you'll be fine. Got that, Yagami?
Yagami-san! Try not to just ditch me, okay? Is something wrong?
It's just... After 3 years, it still looks the same.
Huh?
Almost like time itself has stopped.
Yagami-san.
Come on. Front desk's over there.
My man is seeing ghosts.
Do you have an appointment, sir?
I don't, sorry. My name is Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. This is my partner, Yagami. We're here to talk about a murder that took place in Kamurocho yesterday.
A murder?
A coworker of ours named Shintani. He was the victim.
We have a record that he called this center before he was killed.
Huh?
We're hoping you can help us track down exactly who he spoke to.
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't provide such private information.
Oh, bullshit. I know you can.
Well, could I at least talk to Director Kido instead? He's an old friend of mine. Just let him know Yagami stopped by, to say hello.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Look over there.
Gentlemen, I really don't know what else you want from me. I have nothing more to say. I've told the police all that I know.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this, Director. Problem is, my partner here won't give it a rest till he sees the scene of the crime. But I'm sure we'll be leaving soon.
That's not what we agreed upon. You know this isn't about how long it takes.
And what about Okubo? I take it he's still not fessed up.
No, not quite as of yet, sir. But we all saw where the body was. Exactly where he said it would be.
Quite true. Not much point in fighting this now. The Minister has made it clear that he wants it resolved soon as well. Just look at how much trouble one contractor has caused.
Sorry, which minister? I didn't know about this, sir.
The Health Minister. It's all his call how much funding we get.
Director, if I may, if you would just direct me to the scene of the crime, I could head over there myself. I'll be out of your hair in no time, I assure you.
I'd rather you didn't wander on your own. So instead, she can show you. Terasawa-kun, these gentlemen here are Shintani-sensei and,
Yagami.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you need.
Well, with that, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you again, Director. Apologies for all the trouble.
This way. I can show you how to get to Waku-san's room.
Who's Waku-san?
The guy who died in his room?
Oh, yeah. And you are... Terasawa-san, huh? Wow, you're young. And a looker to boot.
Can we keep this professional?
Huh?
Nice try, Shintani-sensei.
What a cock!
Not the friendliest girl in town, huh?
We're not exactly welcome guests here.
After I busted my ass to pass the bar, I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
Oh, my man thinks it's all about status, huh?
Right this way, please. Straight ahead is the ADDC's general ward. Waku-san's room is on the 4th floor. This was the room assigned to Waku-san.
What's down there?
That's the research wing, where they develop all our new drugs.
Oh.
You can't get in without a gold key card, though. Not even I have one.
Gold, huh?
I suppose because it's the heart of the center's operations.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Security like that must be a bitch. Come on, Yagami.
Before he died, Waku-san spent most of his time in here.
And when was he admitted?
2 years ago. With Alzheimer's.
Some kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease that leads to dementia, yes. In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of all dementia cases.
So, they're one and the same, kinda? Anyway, do what you gotta do, Yagami.
One leads to the other, homie. She just said that. Where's that cat?
Uh-huh.
There it is. Oh, look, a cat.
Uh-huh.
Investigate the bed. Well, I am. I don't know what else you want me to do here.
Hey.
Oh.
Has anyone else slept here since Waku-san's death?
Nobody, no.
And Waku-san was missing from his room the morning of the incident, yes?
That's right.
So, he was murdered here, then carried out.
I can't say for sure, but it's likely.
Working on that assumption, how was his body carried outside? I should look a little closer.
Uh-huh.
Is that where I'm supposed to look? I'm not getting the vibrate that I was getting before whenever I went over something.
Suspicious. The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here.
Investigate the entrance. Oh, I was actually supposed to look at the window, not the...
All the rooms have windows like this, right? Seems like people would notice if something was going on in here.
Well, we only have so many employees in this ward. The halls stay fairly busy, but it's mostly dementia patients moving between appointments.
I see. I wonder how the room looks from the hallway.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
I think so. You can definitely see what's going on from out here. Shintani-sensei, can you lay on the bed for me?
I guess so. Care to join me, Terasawa-san? What do you got to lose? It was a joke.
So from this vantage point, you can't make out the person's face.
So, was this the colossal waste of time I knew it'd be?
Nope. I got something I'd only get from being here.
Does it matter? It's been days. Case is practically closed. Shinpei Okubo is guilty as hell.
Well, according to him, he's not.
Of course that's what he says. Consider the facts, though, man. You want to review the case?
Review the case.
Sure. Let's go over what we know so far.
Whatever you want. All right, here we go. Our victim was the patient staying in this room. Koichi Waku, male, age 66. At 8:30 a.m. on the morning of the crime, the nurses noticed he was missing from his bed. Given Waku's degenerative state, they assumed he was wandering around the hospital somewhere. But after being unable to track him down, hospital staff filed a missing persons report.
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though. Hard to imagine they'd make it outside on their own. The only conclusion then was that somebody must have taken him out of the hospital. After inspecting all the cars that came in and out of the center, they were left with one possible suspect. A laundryman by the name of Shinpei Okubo. It didn't take much prodding for Okubo to confess burying Waku's body out in the mountains. And lo and behold, 3 months after Waku disappeared, the cops found his body rotting away right where Okubo said it'd be. Cause of death was most likely suffocation, but they still don't know for sure. Any objections to this so far, Yagami-sensei?
Actually, yeah. You're forgetting something.
And what's that?
Okubo-kun insists he didn't kill anyone. All he admits to is dumping the body.
You can't say for sure that the guy who dumped the body actually committed the murder. If I budge on that, I'd be admitting Okubo-kun did it before the trial even started.
Oh, sure. But come on, Yagami. Guy's got a history of assault, and it's on record. Roughed up his girlfriend. Accidentally broke her finger.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago. He was just a kid. Got drunk, made a huge mistake.
And what? It's okay for a kid to hit a woman?
Of course not. But that's not what he's on trial for.
True.
I don't condone what he did. But legally, committing one crime doesn't mean you're guilty of another.
Fine. But what about Okubo's shaky alibi? He said he left the center at 10 a.m. after grabbing the sheets from the general ward. Claimed Waku-san's corpse somehow got loaded into his truck. Who's gonna believe garbage like that?
If anyone should, it's his lawyers.
We're meeting with Okubo after this, right? You should just be honest with him. Tell him the case is unwinnable.
Are you two done here?
Yep. Can you show us the garage next? The one where Okubo-kun parked his truck. The service entrance, I think it was. That's the only other place we'll need to see today.
We'll need to take an elevator down there. Follow me.
Okay. Miss Tirasawa. Now, if they had a follow button like in the Yakuza games, perfection. God, it is freezing in my room right now. I should not have the air on. Ugh.
Hey, Yagami, you're never gonna last if you keep taking cases like this. Criminal suits are a constant test of your conviction, your sense of justice. They don't even pay that well.
Careful who you say that around.
Look, just chill out, okay? Take it from me. I've been around the block way longer than you have.
Yeah, and you got your block knocked off, didn't you? Funny joke.
Looks like a regular old garage to me.
You'd make it out with no problem if you put a body into your truck down here. It's quiet.
It is.
Hey, Yagami, check this out. These are the carts they use to collect sheets and linens. Day of the crime, Okubo was all over the hospital with one of these things. Would have been simple for him to sneak a body in there and cart it right out.
Maybe so. Where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh,
I don't get it. What's his motive for doing that, though? Why would he move the body?
At the back, facing the elevator. Here's a recreation of it.
I see.
DNA evidence from the victim was found in the flatbed of the truck. That's proof enough that the body was there. And when they confronted Okubo, he flat out admitted it.
Yeah, but why?
There was evidence that the body was in Okubo's truck.
Evidence, you say?
When was Waku-san last seen?
Just before 8 a.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, 7:50 to be precise. An ADDC scientist will be testifying to that. He claims he saw him nice and cozy in his bed.
I see. Can we talk to this witness?
I tried to get an appointment, but they shut me down. Said they don't want us interfering with their research anymore.
They're not willing to make an exception this once?
This isn't an issue you want to push, Yagami. Worst case scenario, you get charged with witness intimidation.
All right. Anyway, the victim was last seen at 7:50.
That's right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather in the break room. But on the day of his disappearance, 8:30 came and went with no sign of Waku-san.
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? Here, let's go over some more details.
Sure, let's hear what the great Shintani-sensei has to say.
All we know is, Waku was taken out of his room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen, and 8:30 when everyone noticed he was gone. During that 40-minute span, somebody suffocated Waku and stuffed him into the laundry bin. Nobody suspected there was a body in the cart. And the only clear culprit was Okubo, the man in charge of the laundry. To further back this up, DNA evidence from Waku was found in Okubo's truck. Then when the police questioned Okubo, he confessed to burying the body in the mountains of Okutama. 3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found. With me? This thing's airtight, Yagami. I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Fine, then I'll do it alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
I'm sorry, but our client says he's innocent. I can't back down from this.
Fine. I'll be in the lobby.
If you like, I could take you to see Waku-san's room again.
You don't mind? That would be great.
Here I am again. Don't really see anything out of the ordinary, though.
Are you finished?
Not yet.
Yeah, keep looking.
Waku-san was here until the morning of the incident. Then he just up and disappeared.
Uh-huh.
The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here. I wonder how well you can see in here from the hallway.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I've seen what I need. Anything else you can share?
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more. It's hard to say for sure.
And what if he confesses? Would they shorten his sentence?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do it.
But you're still going to push an innocent plea? Even though Okubo-san is the one who'll suffer for it?
If he's really not guilty, he won't have to. I'll win. But to be perfectly honest, this is my first criminal case.
What?
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for me, too. I've actually lost more than I've won.
Is that so?
Apparently, a smart lawyer would never even consider an innocent plea in this case. Guess it's a good thing that I'm not so smart then, because I honestly believe I can win. Terasawa-san, were you close to Okubo-kun?
I spoke to him pretty often, yes. I would see him around the ward all the time.
And what did you think of him? Did he seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like this?
I'm sorry. The director told us not to say too much.
Wait! If you know anything that can help, just get in touch, okay? I'll do whatever it takes to set Okubo-kun free. But I can't do it alone. Just give it some thought, Terasawa-san.
This case, dude. This case right here.
Just now.
That's a tough one.
We went to the ADDC. Thought I should have a look at things with my own eyes.
And? How did it go?
There's no chance you walk. You're practically a lost cause.
Hey.
Yagami-sensei, is that what you think?
It's like this, Okubo. You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight to the end. I really have nothing to lose by helping you out.
It's just like I told you. Whoever did it is framing me.
See, we don't know enough about the
On the day of
problems
the
that that
crime,
guy had.
You were in the general ward of the ADDC, yes? Starting at 8 a.m., you went around to each room and gathered the linens.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that.
And after that, you covered Wakusan's nose and mouth, suffocated him, and then carted him out in a laundry bin.
That's not true. Wakusan wasn't there when I went into his room. I didn't see him at all that day. You have to believe me.
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debating whether or not to report the body, you chose to hide it in the mountains.
That's going to be a huge hurdle to climb in the trial.
I had a criminal assault on my record. I knew the police would have suspected me if I went to them.
Aren't you forgetting the bad blood you had with Wakusan?
Huh? Bad blood? What are you talking about?
3 days before the murder, Wakusan claimed Okubo-kun here punched him and stole his wallet. They told me all about it at the center.
When did you even ask?
While you were busy chatting up Terasawa-chan. Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Well, Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet or...
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's a symptom of dementia. You think something's been stolen from you, then blame the first person you see.
That is very
Not
true.
the easiest thing to deal with, right? Someone accuses you of theft for no reason? Must have been a shock. So when Wakusan tried to hit you, you just about hit him back.
But I didn't hit him.
No. You murdered him.
I wouldn't kill a man over something like that.
Ah, I wish I could believe you, pal. Come on, Okubo-kun. You got a record of violence.
It wasn't me. I swear. Somebody set me up. Please, you have to believe me. Whoever did this is laughing at all of us right now.
Calm down.
Cat.
Yagami-sensei. Do you believe me?
I do.
Okay. Then next time, come along.
Fine. I can take a hint. You and Yagami-sensei can cuddle up all you want.
Hey, you know that nurse, Terasawa-san? Cute girl. Sounded like she was worried about you. Bet you'd have a chance with her once you get out of here.
I don't know. If you'll excuse me.
Oh boy. See, I'm sure this portion is important, right? But I hate flashbacks in video games.
So Shintani just left you hanging, huh? He's gotta learn some damn patience.
Maybe so. But this is my case now. I can handle it myself.
Huh. Okay.
Yagami-san.
Hmm?
Have you seen Mafia lately?
Where's this coming from?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you be more assertive.
Right. Okay.
You mean that friend of yours, Saori-kun? She's got Shintani all riled up. Said he'd have been nicer to you if he knew you had friends who looked like her. Jackass.
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless, keep it on the down low, okay?
Yet?
That word says more than you think.
Showing a bit of his past, eh? Am I not allowed to leave? Oh, I guess I gotta chat with them.
Mafia Kun's a prosecutor, right? Isn't it kind of taboo for her to date a defense attorney?
Can we not do this?
Either way, guess the Okubo case comes first. Pleading innocent, yeah?
That's the plan.
What is your plan here? This isn't gonna be an easy win.
Well, I'm working on that. There's one piece of evidence that still bothers me.
Yeah? And what's that?
What should I focus on if I want to prove Okubo innocent?
Take a look at this. It's the hospital room the victim was staying in. This is the last place Waku-san was seen before he disappeared. At the time, the witness would have seen Waku-san from this angle through the window in the door. But the cabinet here would have been blocking his face.
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's room to argue that the witness never actually saw Waku-san to begin with. It might have just looked like there was somebody in there. Or maybe the killer set it up to look that way.
And how would that impact the trial?
Well, the premise that the victim was still alive at 8 o'clock would no longer be on the table. Meaning, the crime could have occurred during a much wider time range. With that in mind, we could claim there's no proof that Okubo took Waku-san out of the room.
Right. Not bad.
What the hell's your problem?
Was that Shintani?
I think so.
Get back here!
That bastard. Oh, was eavesdropping on you.
What the hell?
I tried to stop him, but he pulled a stun gun on me.
Hey! Wait up!
Oh, snap.
He won't get away. Hold up. He won't get away.
Oh no!
Hold up.
I hit the wrong button. Did it just plot me into catching him? Yep, sure did.
A woman?
Her?
Help! Someone help me!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
We got a groper out here? Scum of the earth! Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
Alright, old man. Gotti.
Can all lawyers fight like that?
A lot of loading screens in this one.
Did you really need to run away like that? I assume you came to see me.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about, yes. But I wasn't sure if I should. Then that pig-headed friend of yours started shouting, so I just lost it.
Okay, but did you have to tase him? Not that he didn't have it coming. Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Well, you know the witness who last saw Waku-san? Said he saw him sleeping in his bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only that, but he's the director's right-hand man, too.
And this is him?
Pretty much your run-of-the-mill researcher.
Yes. He's a very dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in him. But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
And what's that?
I guess I'm just skeptical as to whether or not he actually saw Waku-san. I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be mistaken somehow. And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
Still, why hasn't anyone mentioned this until now?
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not something a nurse could do without consequences. And if it came to a courtroom testimony...
None of you would testify?
Maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway. Besides...
Yeah?
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Oh, really? Sounds like I've finally got an ally on my team.
This is feeling like a Hideo Kojima game with so many goddamn cutscenes.
I'm currently employed as a researcher at the Advanced Drug Development Center. Part of our research consists of clinical tests we perform on patients in the general ward of the center. On the day of the crime, I was making my usual rounds through the ward.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50?
You're sure?
Yes. The patients eat breakfast at precisely 8 o'clock. I always head to the break room myself, right around then, too.
This break room, to be precise?
That's correct. Our more mobile patients walk there for breakfast instead of eating in their own rooms. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I ask about how they feel and how the medicine is treating them.
And on the day of Waku-san's disappearance, you passed by his room before going to the break room?
Yes.
And in that room, you saw Waku-san lying on the bed?
Yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
And this is the room you're referring to, yes?
That's correct. From where I was standing in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed. He was asleep, with a blanket covering most of his body.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50.
No further questions.
Objection!
Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify. Is that a problem?
Not really, no.
Here's my chance for a comeback.
Terasawa-san, you were present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist, I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, there's no way he could have known that just by looking in from the hallway.
I have evidence supporting Terasawa-san's testimony.
Shona shouldn't have been able to see Waku. I have the evidence to prove that.
Please look at this. It's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
And this evidence points to this fact.
Shono-san was lying when he said he saw Waku-san in the bed.
Excuse me?
What he saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets. He couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as Waku-san. So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
But common sense would dictate otherwise, would it not? Who would be in the bed other than Waku-san?
The staff nurses are trained to always enter a room when checking in on a patient. In Waku-san's case, it's impossible to tell anything just by looking in from the hallway. There was actually one time a while back where we thought he was under the covers, only to find Waku-san eating in the break room a second later. And upon re-examining the room, we realized that we had mistaken a bunched-up pillow for Waku-san.
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution asserts that Shono-san's testimony is clear, that the victim was taken out of his room at some point between 7:50 and 8:30 in the morning. They claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have smuggled Waku-san's body out in his laundry bin.
That's why Okubo-kun was assumed to be the only person who could have killed Waku-san.
But if Shono-san's testimony is invalid, as the defense asserts, we have to consider the possibility that Waku-san was taken in the middle of the night when nobody else was around. After which, the killer could have waited until the morning to plant the body in the defendant's truck. In other words, the defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer, rendering the prosecution's central argument unsound. Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, I'd like to call Shono-san back to the stand for cross-examination. Shono-san.
Yes?
Let's see how Shona responds with that evidence and Terasan's testimony out in the open.
I'll get right to the point. On the day of the crime, what did you see when you looked into Waku-san's room?
I saw Waku-san asleep in his bed, I think.
And did you get a clear look at his face?
I don't remember.
So it's possible that it could have been someone other than Waku-san in that bed. Or maybe even a pillow that you mistook to be Waku-san's body. Isn't that right?
Objection! The defense is leading the witness.
Sustained. Please rephrase the question.
Shono-san, can you say without a doubt that Waku-san was in that bed when you checked on him?
I don't think I can, no.
Then the defense rests. But I do have a quick remark for the prosecution.
Huh?
prosecution's argument has fallen apart. Now to go in for the kill.
The charges against my client stem from your assertion that he's the only possible suspect, assuming the crime took place within the stated time frame. However, the defense has proven without a doubt that Shono-san's testimony is unreliable, establishing reasonable doubt for my client. I would suggest, then, that you withdraw the charges against my client. With such inconclusive evidence, you'll only be wasting the court's precious time.
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive. His memory of the incident may be fuzzy, yes, but that doesn't change that he saw the victim.
So, your whole case is based on a fuzzy memory? This promising young man's future is at stake, and you're willing to throw that away on unreliable testimony?
Dr. Shono is a bright and diligent researcher. After watching his own grandmother develop dementia, he vowed to create a drug that could cure the disease. After paying his own way through medical school, he went on to become the head researcher at the ADDC. Day after day, Dr. Shono visits his sick patients out of the kindness of his heart, leading to his valiant testimony here today. If you want to know whether I trust this man, then my answer is a resounding yes.
In other words, because he's such a great researcher, his testimony is infallible. His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked? Is that the sum of it? Because from here, it sounds like you're putting your faith in Shono-san's title, not his testimony today.
The prosecution is not as easily swayed as you think. And you want to talk reputation? What of your client's history of domestic abuse?
Uh-oh. He's gonna bring up Okubo's record.
6 years ago, the defendant broke his girlfriend's finger. The poor girl is still suffering from the effects. And the cause? A minor, drunken disagreement. Now, fast forward to what occurred a few days prior to the crime. Waku-san, suspecting the defendant of stealing his wallet, lashed out and punched the defendant in the face. Given the clearly violent nature of Okubo-san here, that alone would be motivation enough to murder the poor old...
Is something wrong, ma'am? Please remain seated while court is in session. Terasawa-san?
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Waku-san at all. He knew that the outburst was just caused by his dementia. That it was all the sickness's fault. So there was no reason for him to resort to murder.
Terasawa-san, please.
Okubo-san really is an incredible, caring person.
Please leave this courtroom at once.
You're right that he may be hard to approach, but he's a kind soul, and he always keeps his promises. Okubo-san's not the only person in this courtroom who would be affected by a guilty verdict, either. As a matter of fact, it would break my heart. And even through it all, he wanted me to keep this a secret, not to tell anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating. Even though he knew he could have ended up in prison, making sure I was safe was the only thing in the world he cared about. That's just who he is! But when the prosecution has already decided he's a criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
Her little outburst wasn't technically admissible. But as the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone. And in the end, Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty. But only a month after his release, everything changed.
Oh shit, that's the girl?
The same girl who had so bravely proclaimed Okubo's innocence died by the man's own hand.
Allegedly.
Hi.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing, Vice Minister.
But
I haven't seen you in about 3 years, Kido-san. I see you're still the director.
You look familiar, but I can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho now. The name's Yagami.
Ah, I remember now. You're the reason Terasawa-kun's no longer with us. Remember, Shono?
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my testimony had been better.
Shono-san, right?
Does it matter? What brings you here anyway?
I'm investigating a murder, and I'll need your cooperation with it. Just like old times.
My back is 50 shades of fucked up right now.
Yes, I see. Yes. Thank you. It does seem we received a phone call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
Dr. Shono.
The same Shono-san you were just with?
Why would Shintani call Shono?
Yes. However, it's unclear as to what the point of the call was meant to be. Shono was away from his desk at the time, you see, and Shintani-san didn't leave a message.
You have no idea what he wanted to talk about?
None. Shono says he doesn't know a Shintani-san, and sees no reason why he would be calling.
Oh, really?
Shono and I co-authored the research paper on AD9. We're quite well known, as it turns out. Sometimes, complete strangers pretend to be close friends or relatives in order to contact us. Perhaps Shintani-san fell into that category.
Have you heard of the mole murders taking place in Kamurocho, Dr. Kido? 3 Yakuza, each one with their eyes gouged out. It's a grisly business. Shintani was killed in the same way.
I've seen the news.
Can you think of anything tying the ADDC to those murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I believe we're done here. There's nothing I can help you with.
Please stop! You can't!
Who are you?
Detective Kuroiwa, Kamuro Police, Organized Crime. One of your guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating. That would be you, Yagami.
Hmm?
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, we might as well continue here. That was a long-ass mission. We're now on Chapter 6.
The mole's latest victim was the lawyer, Shintani. The last call he made brings the case that ruined Yagami 3 years ago back to the surface. A patient was taken from a hospital and found buried in the mountains. Yagami defended the suspect, Shinpei Okubo, and got an acquittal. But 1 month later, he murdered his girlfriend Emi Terasawa with a kitchen knife and burned the remains.
Collusion. We've only got about 15 minutes left.
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
I'm Hoshino,
an attorney at Genda Law Office. Officer, is this interview voluntary, or...?
It is.
It's your call, Yagami-san.
I think I'll pass.
Excuse me?
You have your answer, sir. You can go now.
You can make this easier if you come now. Next time, it won't be voluntary.
Your empty threats don't mean much to a lawyer.
Can you take this elsewhere? I really must be...
Too bad he's not a lawyer anymore, then. Your friend's nothing now. Just come along quietly. I'll come back with a warrant if I have to.
I'd like to see you try. Why do you suspect me, anyway? I bet you don't even have a reason.
I can come up with a few good ones.
Enough! Get the hell out of my office.
You'll regret this, Yagami. Kuroiwa-san.
You two, out.
Before we go, can we speak to Shono-san for a sec? We need to know why Shintani called him.
Listen, I already told you he doesn't know. Get it through your skull. Now, please leave.
No problem. We'll let you get back to work.
This is really getting out of hand, don't you think? I can't believe that detective thinks you're a material witness.
Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. But what I'm more interested in is how he even knew where to find me.
That's a good point. How would the police know we were here?
Beats me. For now, let's focus on Shono, though. It would be a waste coming here and not speaking to him.
Agreed. Let's see if the receptionist can help us.
All right. Talking to the receptionist again.
Can I help you?
Actually, I've already been here. I was just with Director Kido, remember?
Oh, of course. Did you forget something, sir?
Well, not exactly. I'd actually like to speak to Shono-san, the 89 researcher. Where would I be able to find him?
Let me see. That should be the research wing. I believe he's in the protein abnormalities lab.
Probably need a gold keycard to get in there, huh?
That's correct, sir. I should be able to lend you one with the director's approval, though. Just give me a moment to ask. Could you tell me your name, sir?
Actually, never mind. Kido-san seemed pretty busy earlier. I'll try back later.
Are you sure, sir?
Good call. There's no chance Kido-san would let us in.
At least now we know where Shono is.
The research wing.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a map around here somewhere.
Gee, if only there were a map somewhere. Boop.
The service entrance parking lot. All the delivery people come in and out through here. This is where Okubo's truck was parked 3 years ago. What the? This leads to the research wing.
The receptionist said he would be in the protein abnormalities lab, right? Huh. Well, I guess that's not on this map.
This goes over to the hospital. I think Waku-san was up on the 4th floor. Suspicious. What the? Some kind of security gate, huh? The research wing must be just past there.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am?
This is one of Shono-san's researchers. She was just about to return to the lab.
Oh?
My name's Hashimoto. I can show you into Dr. Shono's lab if you'd like.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Great. We'll take you up on that.
Wonderful. Hashimoto-san just happened to be passing through.
Thank you.
Very lucky of her.
Right this way.
Or I guess of us.
I really appreciate this, Hashimoto-san. I'm Yagami.
And I'm Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, don't mention it. I'm glad to help a guest of Director Kito's. This place is so massive, you practically need a tour guide to get around. I hope you're okay with walking.
Oh, that's...
Totally okay.
So, Hashimoto-san, what kind of work do you yourself do here?
I'm part of the team developing 89. Dr. Shono is the head of that team, but I'm pretty new around here.
Speaking of, what exactly does AD9 stand for?
Well, the AD comes from the name of the center. The Advanced Drug Development Center, ADDC. And it's the 9th drug our department's developed.
Oh, that was surprisingly easy.
It'll be the first dementia-curing drug on the market, right? Seems like it's really getting fast-tracked because of that. But there's a lot riding on this one, right? It could finally cure Alzheimer's disease.
That's right. Do you know how many dementia patients there are in Japan alone?
A couple 100,000 at least. Maybe even in the millions?
Right. As of 2012, there were 4.62 million.
That many?
By 2025, that number will increase to at least 7 million. Potentially up to 13 million, including at-risk patients.
Damn.
That's 1 in every 9 people.
Yikes.
However, as a nation, we're already at capacity in caring for these patients. In many cases, people over 60 are stuck looking after their dementia-struck parents in their own homes. Worldwide, it's estimated there will be 135 million patients by the year 2050. It's staggering. In other words, 89 could save the world. This could be a real miracle.
I gotta say, this is making me feel kinda bad about how we treated Kito-san back there.
Director Kito will go down in history if we achieve this.
A lot's changed in 3 years. The bastard's really made a name for himself.
Be nice.
Dr. Shono is right over there. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Alright, time to talk to him. He isn't gonna be happy about this one.
Shono-san.
Yagami-san? But, how did you get in here?
Hey, calm down. I just want to talk.
I can't do that. Kito-san doesn't know you're here, does he?
Is there a problem?
Oh, Ichinose-san.
I've never heard you raise your voice, Shono-san.
Aren't you the guy from the lobby?
My name is Ichinose. I'm here from the Ministry of Health, offering political support to AD9's development.
Kito-san called you Vice Minister.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Pretty lofty for a Vice Minister. You can boss scientists around, but I'm not biting.
So I see.
Shono-san, please. I just need a few minutes to talk. We'll leave right after we're done, promise.
I already told you, I can't. Not without Kito-san here.
I need you to tell me, why did Shintani call you?
Shintani? I've never heard that name in my life.
This is important, Shono. You have to have some idea.
Please, I don't. Now get out of here. I'm calling Director Kito.
Do what you want. Just let me ask you 1 thing first. After Shintani was murdered, the killer gouged out both of his eyes. 3 other near-identical murders have taken place in Kamurocho recently. Are you aware of that, Shono-san?
Of course I am. It's all over the news.
And you still have no idea why Shintani called you? Nothing at all?
No, I don't. Now please let me get back to work.
What the? What are you doing here?
Kido-san.
I believe I told you to leave. What about that didn't you understand?
I wanted to ask about Shintani's call.
About which I already said Shono doesn't know anything.
And I needed to hear that from him, not you.
Enough. Call security.
We were just leaving. Come on, Hoshino-kun.
I'll be filing a complaint with the Bar Association, under the Minister's name.
The Minister of Health?
That's right. Minister Kazami expects great things from AD9, and he won't tolerate distractions from your ilk.
Man, I hope I got the correct info that I needed from that.
I feel like we came up empty-handed. Why would Shintani-sensei have called Shono-san? Yagami-san?
That wasn't the first time I've heard about Minister Kazami.
Huh?
When was it, though? Who was talking to me about the Ministry of Health?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Maybe it was Mafuyu?
I don't know. Have you even seen her lately, though, Yagami-san? I thought, you know...
Yeah, it's been a while. So that means... It must have been Ayabe, when we were drinking over at Tender. I definitely remember him mentioning Minister Kazami. We were talking about how the Kyorei clan ended up in Kamurocho. Apparently, they're being used as muscle for a construction company called the Kajihira Group. A while back, Chairman Kajihira himself was going around, laying the political groundwork for a Tokyo revamp project. And one of the people he met with was Naohisa Kazami from the Ministry of Health.
Huh.
You'd think he'd go to the Ministry of Land, though. This project has nothing to do with health. What would he gain from meeting Kazami?
That's true. Do you think it has to do with our case somehow?
Minister Kazume's name won't stop coming up. Is that just a coincidence or something more?
I don't know. Depends on what the two of them are talking about.
In that case, maybe our Kajihira expert can help us out with that.
Who?
Sugiura-san. He used to work for them, remember?
Oh, yeah. Smart boy.
So, you want to know how Kajihira and Kazumi are connected?
Yeah. Any way you can find that out?
Not really sure, but I'll give it a shot.
Thanks.
You're still at the ADDC, yeah? Just give me some time. I'll call you if I find anything.
Oh man, what if he informed the cops of where we were? He's the only person I can't fully trust yet. Excuse me.
Oh, Yagami-san. I'm gonna head back to the office. I just got an email from Saori-san. Apparently, a journalist named Hattori barged into the office. Says he wants to interview you.
Me?
It sounds like he's looking into Shintani-sensei's murder, too. Anyway, I'll go ahead and drive him off.
You'll be Genda-sensei's ace attorney before you know it.
Nah, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Honestly.
Why?
Too much responsibility for a guy my age, you know? I think I make a much better sidekick for now.
Okay, but when that gets old?
I don't know that it will. Being a professional sidekick for the rest of my life sounds okay to me. I'll see you later.
Guess I'm on standby till Segura gets in touch with me. Alright, well, that is actually a beautiful place to stop. Let's go ahead and save here. And when we come back tomorrow night, we'll look further into Segura and see what he has to say about all that. Let me enter it into rest mode this time instead of putting it into
Cheeto.
What's it called? Turning the PS4 off. I don't know why I can't think tonight. Anyway, thank you all for watching, both on Twitch and YouTube. I will catch you tomorrow, Twitch, same time at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be here for more Judgment. And if you're watching on YouTube, head over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/TOFender. Watch the stream if you can. Maybe hit me with a follow. It's greatly appreciated. I complete Let's Plays on the channel. We're at like 16 or 17 out of 30. I forget what it is. But I've got a lot of Let's Plays to go, and the year is ticking down real fast. So hopefully we can get more Let's Plays in quickly this year to actually meet my goal. I mean, I met it last year with the 20 that I was going for in 2020. So
There's got to be a kill.
maybe I was shooting too high with 30. I don't know. Anyway, have a good night, YouTube. I'll see you later.